Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Wei from China Steel. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the organizer, CONNECT.CHINA, and my partner, Darin, with Worldsites and all the other peoples to help me have the great opportunity here to share some of my experience in the digital marketing in China. Okay, here are the 4 sections I would like to cover in my presentation. First is about the brief whole picture about the China digital and the marketplace, especially for those Swiss-related products and services. That's what happened in China market, and some real practice that we can learn in the China practice. It's practice, real practice. And finally, we can share some of the real stories for case study for reference. Now, here's additional information about the shares of search engines, social media, e-commerce platforms. So here the picture of the search engine share. Of course, Baidu is the dominant, the giant, with 55% of the search share, followed by 360, New Sogou, and Bing and Google. So Google is totally small guys in the search games, just because it's blocked now in China. Here's a snapshot of how Google organized the index in the result pages. So you'll be noticed that all the PPC listings over the organic listings. So people make credits on this listing because why you put all these sponsor links over the organic, it's difficult in the buyer to find the right information in the organic because tons of PPCs over the organic. So that's a problem. But this is the business model from Baidu. Now, here the share of B2B e-commerce is totally different, the list of that, in terms of B2B and B2C. Alibaba is, of course, the #1 with more than 40% of the share, and followed by some names, MySteels, Global Resources, Made in China, Global Market, etc. And those are the rest are vertical B2B websites. All totals, it's about 76% of the share. Now, here we go to the B2C categories. There's lots of players in this list. Of course, again, it's from Alibaba with its Tmall and Taobao, with 58% of the share, followed by Jingdong, Suning, and lots more. So Yihaodian is the e-commerce of Walmart in China. So the Yihaodian was bought by Walmart. So Yihaodian becomes Walmart's representatives online. Okay, this is the pictures about the mobile shopping. About 50% of total users are mobile users, and about 60% of mobile users are mobile shopping users. So this is a trend. Well, let's move to the second sections. We'd like to learn more about what's happening in the China marketplaces. Especially, we look at those products related to the Switzerland. Okay, here are the top 40s of the keywords related to the Swiss on Baidu. So from the top 1, Swiss watch, Swiss weather, so many keywords that have high search volumes on Baidu. And among these 40 keywords, with some of the keywords that will have the good fortunes, have the business in China. Let's say Swiss watch, Swiss bank, Swiss night bag, Swiss tourism, airlines, Swiss study immigration, Swiss chocolate. Okay, let's move to the third sections, a real practice, so we can have better ideas how we can do better in the digital market. Here's the brief, a checklist, 5 steps for reference if you think about how to do the online business in China. So first is you need to recognize yourself. You need to know your position in the local market, how the competitions. Second one is to have some professional Chinese to represent your business content in a Chinese ways. And the third is try to register in those search engines, have it optimized. And the fourth is have the page optimized and improve the ranking in terms of keywords you're targeting. And try to get the deals, connect with your potentials, get the deals. And finally, it's about KPI evaluations. So you can always have your business opportunities and translate your business opportunities to some KPI that you can measure. And always have to try to get a way to optimize your KPIs and keep it going. And don't forget some other social medias and e-press as well. Okay, here's another pictures, a very good looking pictures from Nancy Coffee on Weibo. And they've lost fans, 1 million fans, and 5,000 posts in accumulation. So, and there is one post, Chance to Win, will conduct a huge success results with 8,000 forwards and 2,000 for comments and 95 likes. So this is a very good posts with the title of the Chance to Win. And Weibo always help you to have your brand awareness, always communicate with your clients and help you word of mouth. Okay, let's talk about WeChat. Here's another snapshot from Adecco. Their public account on WeChat. And WeChat can be used internally to solid the relationship with one organization, but on the other hand, can be also used in externals. It's something like social CRM to solid the relationship between your companies and the clients. So it's a very personal relationship. So it's always good to have this account and help you to have the solid relationship with you and your customers. Now, here's a snapshot of the Nest again on Tmall. So back to the very earlier days of e-commerce, Tmall get a great success because they've Alipay is behind. Well, Alipay it's public use, and most Chinese like to use Alipay doing business with you. It just stands out. Let's see how Alipay works. Alipay works as the guarantors in e-payment. So in the earlier days of China e-commerce, people don't trust each other. The buyer will worry about the payment. How can I get my goods or services 1 week later? They worry about the money. But Alipay works like this way. They will take the money from buyer, hold the money, give the credit to the merchant, and finally transfer money to the merchant as long as the buyer click on the button, confirm that he or she received the deliveries. So it's quite secure, the process that the buyer loved Alipay. And this covers obstacles of the Chinese e-commerce in the early days. And if you use Alipay in your e-commerce, you even don't try to convince those Chinese, hey, trust me and do business. All those Chinese people have the Alipay account and like to buy from you just because they trust Alipay. They know that the use Alipay is most security and convenient for them to buy from you. They even don't know who you are, or they don't trust you anymore. So they just buy from you because of the Alipay. So I highly recommend it. If you are in the e-commerce categories, please think about the Alipay. Now, according to some researchers, there are 4 variables that strongly impact the sales conversions. The top one is the timing. So there's an old saying in the marketing, reach to the right people with the right time. So it's good timing. Most of the sales deals comes from just the right timing. Here is the new firms called Firm, the UK firms, who have a good partnership with the China Telecom. So they've vast data, and they can help you figure out most of your audience, your clients, based on the behaviors, just because they've all the records of every internet users about their visit every day, every hour, every second. So Firm can help us try to figure out your audience in a vast audience based on the behavior. So you can define the URL, a list of that. Let's say you can define your competitor's website. Okay, that's it. You can define some keywords searched on Baidu and some other search engines. So you can define some specific URLs on Tmall that those other people look around the same product like yours, but they quit. They just quit. So you can target those people. So you can define a list of that URLs and lots more commercial meanings. Now today we've 10 advices for your reference. First is about know yourself, know what the position is in the China market. So try to get some market researchers before you do something. Second is try to have the Chinese professionals to make a content and present your business in the Chinese ways. Let your pages be friendly with the Chinese audience. And try to do the SEOs well, PPC as well, and to stand out when somebody is to search for you. And reach your vast audience with the new technology, like the service from Firm. And don't forget to use Alipay if you are in the e-commerce. That's a good way to help you to motivate those Chinese to do business more, get more deals from Chinese. And always set up some e-stores on third platforms, like Taobao, like Taobao, Tmall, Amazon, those other third platforms, e-commerce platforms. And also be social. on those two giants, Weibo and WeChat, and follow the trends with mobile, and also try always get your pages SEO friendly, and then mobile SEO friendly with responsive design. And don't forget, there is the firewall between inside China and outside China. If your website is hosted outside China, there's no problem. You can use GA tracking code, use some data. You can always have analysis, what the traffic, what the keywords people are searching for. But if your site is hosted inside China, that's another problem. So we strongly advise you use the equivalent tools from Baidu. Let's say Baidu Tongji. It's something like Google GA. And the last is always have the Chinese partner or mentor that will help you if you have some questions, because it's totally different culture. As some Western people may feel very tough when doing business in China. Okay, if you'd like to move ahead in the China market, so please welcome to connect with our business partner in Switzerland, Mr. Belcher Skangen, Worldsites, and ours welcome to connect our office in China and in Australia and USA. So thank you, Will. Thank you.